Welcome to 10 Minutes in the Mind of Loco. Today we're having a special edition right here from All Children's Hospital, one of the amazing Children's Miracle Network hospitals. This one just happens to be in our area, right here in the Tampa, St. Pete area in Florida. I'm actually going to start with why we're here and how we got here to kind of give some of you a little bit of a history lesson as to Gamers on the Edge and how we got to where we're at and what we're doing right now. We started some years back. We found out about Extra Life, which is amazing. If you haven't looked into it, you have to. Extra Life just raised this year over $6 million for Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Playing games, okay? So you can do some good and have some fun while you're at it. We found out about Extra Life literally like the week before it was going to happen. And for those of you who don't know what it is, it's kind of like a walkathon. You know how you walk and people sponsor you? Well, I don't want to walk. So it's a game-a-thon. And literally we play games for 24 hours and people sponsor us and the money goes directly to your local Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Well, we found out about this the week of, and basically it was two guys on a sofa trying to stay awake for 24 hours with our family members, my wife and our kids kind of kicking us every once in a while to make sure we stayed awake, and we raised $233. And we were so excited. And fast forward to our fourth year, and last year we had over 4,000 square feet of gaming area, 10 tables for board games and card games, 20 to 25 gaming systems, old school, new school, a little bit of everything. And we raised $4,561. And it all started with just two guys trying to stay awake. It's so easy. And it's so much fun, and you get to do so much good. And the thing is, you don't just stop there, because I know a lot of people, the Extra Life is awesome, and we want to do that, but they think of Extra Life as this once-a-year event. And for us at Gamers on the Edge, Extra Life has become a community, as opposed to just this thing we do once a year. We go to major events, small events. We make up our own events if we have to. But we have a good time, we do some good at the same time, and you just keep working, and you work with the hospitals. And what you're seeing here behind us is, today, like I said, after 4 years, my wife, my two kids, and myself, we've been here at the hospital since 10 a.m. this morning, and right now it's 5:30. So we've been here since 10 a.m., it's 5:30, and we just finished cataloging, cleaning all the systems out, getting rid of the cache, just basically making sure that everything was in working condition. They have certain controllers that are missing. They might have two nunchucks for a Wii and only one Wii remote. So we're taking on the inventory to make sure that we can help them out in a better way, so that we're informed as to what they have, what they need, and the people here have just been amazing. We keep in contact with them pretty regularly, and they are more than willing to let us come in and help them out, which again is just a privilege. The ladies here, whether it has been Ashley, who was our first contact here, she's been amazing, then Kristen, and today was Emily, all just amazing people. Today we were here in the game room. It's a pretty good sized game room. They have 3 game rooms in the floors, and then they have this, what they call the auditorium, which is the bigger game room for all the kids to come here. And as we were sitting here in the corner going through all the systems, which by the way we went through 22 systems, I'm not even going to tell you how many games and how many remotes and everything, but during that time we saw kids come in and out, kids with IVs playing pool, kids just having a good time, getting away from everything. It was really cool because we really addressed the game systems that were in here first, so that the kids who came in could just go ahead and jump on them. And for those of you who've seen our Facebook, you'll see a picture of two of the kids who were here playing one of the systems that we had just finished cleaning out and everything. It has some corrupted data and everything, so we cleared that out. And they were just having a good time, and again, the parents were nice enough to let us get a picture with them, because that's the reason we do this. We do this for the kids, and it is a privilege. You know, it is a blessing to us to be able to pass that on to them. The question of the day, as we move forward, one of you asked me, what was the biggest boss fight that you've ever had? And as I sat there thinking about it, and the best thing I could think of, I really couldn't come up with any one boss fight that just stuck out that was so hard and so difficult, and how long it took me. I couldn't think of one. All I could think of was way back in the days of the arcades. I used to go to an arcade with my buddy Alan, and this is late 80s, so you guys can do the math. And we would get a bunch of quarters, just a bunch of quarters after quarters. We'd get $5, $10, whatever we needed, and we were determined to beat this game. And it wasn't so much that the boss was so hard as much as we lost a life and we grab another quarter, we put it in, and we lost a life and we grab another quarter and we put it in. We lost a life and grab another quarter and we put it in. And we kept going until we beat the game. We just kept putting those quarters in until we beat the game. We were determined. And unfortunately, there were days where we just ran out of money. And we'd have to leave and go, okay, well, I guess we'll come back and do it another day. And we'd come back maybe the week after and go, okay, well, we're going to try again. And we get our quarters, we line them up. I know some of you remember, you know, you lined up all the quarters on the top of the arcade, so everybody knew that it, you know, who was next, you know. And we do it again. And we put in the quarter. And we lose, and we put in another quarter, and we lose, we put in another quarter, and then we win. We put in another quarter, and we win. And you go back and forth, and you win, you get excited, and you lose, you get frustrated. You win, you get excited, you lose, you get frustrated. But the bottom line is that we were determined to beat the game. And as I sat here working with my wife and kids, I saw the same thing. I saw the same thing from the kids that we play for. You know, we often say, play games, heal kids. And I saw that today. And it dawned on me how many of these kids are doing the same thing that I was doing back in the 80s in real life. They come here to the hospital, and some of the ones that we talked to came from 2-3 hours away. And they put in the quarter, and they fight. And they put in another quarter, and they fight again. And they keep fighting, they keep fighting, and they keep fighting until the day that they hope to beat the game. And some days you win, and other days you lose. But they never stop fighting. These kids fight, and they fight hard. And then they got to go home, and then they got to come back and do it all over again. That's a long boss fight. That is a real life boss fight. And these kids are just amazing. The fact that they're willing to just fight and fight and fight and just put another quarter in until they beat it, it means a lot. And to me, that's one of the encouraging things about what we do. Being able to just help them out a little bit. You know what? And a lot of times people think, well, my donation is really not going to help that much. It's just, I only got $5. $5. That's 20 quarters right there. Just put them in, one at a time, and help them fight. So next time that we get around to our big donations and asking, you know, to help us out, to reach out and help the kids through Extra Life, you know, with your donations. Just remember that. Remember, they are fighting, they're putting their quarters in. And it's time for us to help them out. This is my alarm telling me I hit the 10 minutes. You guys know I like to keep it within 10 minutes. This is 10 minutes in the Mind of Loco, but today has been a great day. Exciting day, fun day, tiring day, all of the above. But I'll do it again. As a matter of fact, we've already talked to them. We're going to be coming in every quarter to do this. For those of you who have teams out there, I encourage you, please, 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 don't just make it a once-a-year event. Make sure that you go out and you talk to your hospital. Talk to the representatives. They're great. And I know they want your help, and I know they're willing to work with you. So make sure you go talk to them. Make sure you get involved. For those of you who aren't involved yet, and join a team. It's time to get involved. We started our team already. We already have, I think, 10 people on our team. And we're not even in February. Well, it'll be tomorrow, but nonetheless, 10 people on our team, and we're just getting started. It's going to be our biggest year ever. This year, we're shooting for $7,644. And as weird as that number sounds, is the reason we picked it is because if we hit that number, $7,644, Gamers on the Edge would have raised $15,000 by 2015. That's our goal. That would be so awesome. That would be so encouraging. And again, it's time to just do some good and have some fun doing it. So 15K by 2015. This is Angel, aka Profe Loco, gaming with a cause.